And right now, performing for the very first time, it's none other than Ochiko, and he's performing Nitapona and Easier from his brand new EP. It's called Wadhera, The Journey of Love.
I hope I get to make you feel alive in this moment. I hope I get to give you so much love. Melodies I write come from beauty so divine. Now that you're here, let me be clear. You are killing me softly, breaking me down. What you're doing is working, baby, work it all out. You are killing me softly, breaking me down. What you're doing is working, baby, work it all out. Life is easier when you're right here. Easier. Life is easier when you're right here. Easier. I really tried to sleep last night. I had so many things to write. You give me so much love, I fantasize. Simple things make me happy, make me sing. In a very short while, you've brought me back to life. For the longest while, you'll be the song I write. For the longest while, you'll be the song I write. Life is easier when you're right here. Easier. Life is easier when you're right here. Time and time I keep on falling, learning how to be your one and only, your one and only. Time and time I keep on falling, learning how to be your one and only. Baby, I love you. Life is easier when you're right here. Easier. Easier. See, I'm still hurting from the pain that you left me with. If you ever call, I will still receive. I know I'm a fool for running back to you. Deep down, I'm such a mess. Yes, deep down, I miss my toxic ex. Deep down, natamani anipigie, anivutie. Kwa kweli nitaweza songa mbele. Will I ever learn to live without your kisses, your smile, your laughter, your eyes? Kwa kweli nitaweza songa mbele. Will I ever learn to live without your kisses? Kisses. Nitapona, my wounds will heal. Nitapona, I'll love again and I'll move on. I will move on. Nitapona, nitapona. Yeah. Ba-ba-da-da. Hey. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Kuna days mi utamani kutext, mi utamani kupiga, wacha ni confess vile ile ngoma ulipenda kusikiza inaniumiza, mawazo zanipiga vile ulinipikia chai ukanikanda wale ukahata daru, na sasa tupitane hivo, tuachane hivo. Kwa kweli nitaweza songa mbele. Will I ever learn to live without your kisses, your smile, your laughter, your eyes? Kwa kweli nitaweza songa mbele. Will I ever learn to live without your kisses, your smile, your kisses? Nitapona, my wounds will heal. Nitapona, I'll love again and I'll move on. I will move on. Nitapona, nitapona, nitapona. My wounds will heal. Nitapona, I will love again and I will move on. I will move on. Nitapona, nitapona.
Hey, what's up? Once again, welcome to part 2 of my conversation with Ochiko. Hey, manze, this guy. Super duper amazing, and pia conversation yetu ni awesome pia. Trust also get time to listen to his EP because it's fire. In case you haven't, kuna part 1, check it out and then come back for part 2. Ochiko,
Yeah.
wow. The EP. So inaitwa With Hera.
Yeah.
The Journey of Love.
Yeah.
Earlier on get to perform Nitapona,
Yeah.
which is basically talking about eventually someone will heal from heartbreak.
Yeah.
Is this something you've been through?
I have. Painfully.
Really?
Painfully.
What is your journey of love and heartbreak?
Journey of love and heartbreak. Yeah. This sounds like an English paper 2 high school essay. You know? But at the point where I was when I was writing that song, I had just parted ways from a relationship that really took a toll on me. I think where I had foreseen the relationship and where ilikatikia, that is what messed me, because I think my perspective of where I saw the relationship going and what I had already, you know, when you want longevity in something, the small things zinaacha kukusumbua, you know, like you know you're working for a longer thing, for a longer time, you know.
Marriage, I suppose.
Yes. dark days. So we ended up breaking up. It was a painful one for me. It was a painful one for me. So it took time. I don't think I processed it that fast. It took time for me to actually realize that, oh my God, this actually happened to me. Okay. Now, when I'm having extreme emotions, I write. I write. Let me tell you, I was writing a song or 2 songs every day. Every day, natumia tu watu. What do you think? What do you think? And then guys are like, okay, do we need to come and see you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, mimi niko like, yo, me, I'm just having, I'm on a roll. But truly, I was messed up.
I don't think we hear a lot of men talk about their heartbreak stories.
Yeah, we don't.
Why is that?
Wewe ni mwanaume, mbona una open up? Una open up, why?
See, because men have emotions just like everyone else.
Let me paint this out for you. There's a perspective that people have about a man. A man is solid, a man is grounded, a man is, that very masculine perspective, which is okay. And I feel for there to be balance, there has to be that feminine side. The vulnerability, the caring, the soft-hearted,
And that's how the woman has been painted.
That is a woman. The woman has been painted. There has to be a balance for all of this to really, really make sense, and for, I think, life to work out the way it should. Because at some point, even a woman needs to be grounded, needs to be firm, needs to, all these things. So I think it just got to a point where I was like, I think I've been sweeping too many things under the carpet.
Yeah.
And okay, this is an opportunity to cry about this, but to also cry about everything else.
So you cried.
Did I? We will never
And
know.
what always admit. Unaona sasa, we're still talking about showing our emotions, but you still did you?
I did.
I don't know about men, but I think when we women cry, we kind of feel better.
Yeah.
Does it work the same
you
way?
see,
I love the way you said yeah, and then pause, and then
the song Nitapona, kwa kweli nitaweza songa mbele. Will I ever learn to live without your kisses, your smile, your laughter, your eyes? I think that is what actually made me to cry, as you have put it, because I was like, do you know that at some point people say when a woman gives birth, it's very painful during the labor, but mtoi akisha come, ati she doesn't remember, like the pain yupotea,
that's what I hear.
Yeah, that's what we hear.
Yeah.
Someone will eventually have to tell us.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that I couldn't understand the fact that this happened and I will actually eventually get better and I will live without this person and I will be okay. It was kidogo, there was a denial period where I didn't believe it, So I think that's when the song was birthed. And even that's where the rest of the EP was birthed.
Okay.
Yeah, because now that vulnerability, the fact that I could be as honest like that with myself, opened up space for more honesty, for me to talk about how I feel when I'm in love, how I feel, brought all these emotions and I could. So, yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about the other song that you also did perform, Easier. Easier is is the kind of song you listen to and it gives you goosebumps.
Yes, it does.
And then it takes you to a place of love and, kupendwa raha.
Kupendwa raha.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Easier is very in love, very, that point it hits you that this person actually makes me better. Like, as guys at times we tutasema okay, mbele ya wasi tutakuwa like sijamtambua sana, but deep down
Deep down
you wouldn't let this shorty go, you wouldn't let her go, and that's where that song is, like the mind space of this person makes me better. Life is easier when she's right here. She makes me a better man. She makes, the perspective she paints makes it easier to tackle some things. So, yeah. You ever seen a man alikuwa single and then after amepata msee, everything changes. The guy looks better, the guy smells better. You know?
That happens.
There's like a glow.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. The feeling, the effect of meeting someone and you clearly see that this person is gonna change your life, and you know, it takes time for all of us to admit it, because hakuna mtu anataka kukubalieni simp, hakuna mtu anataka you know?
Yeah.
But truly,
yeah.
this person makes you better, and ukimwona you light up. You see that glow, you know? Yeah.
You can see the glow in their eyes and they just, there's like a sparkle too.
Have you felt that sparkle?
Yeah, I have. Matters of the heart.
Matters of the heart.
Kuna kitu umetouch hapo ukasema kusimp. And do you think when someone is, like you're saying, kila mtu anatakanga kuplay the tough one, like you don't want to show like you're so much into this person, but in reality you are.
Yeah, because it eventually looks like it not eventually looks like it is a lot of power to give someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone can use that power to your advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
And in between hapo ndo msee anaweza simp.
Na unaweza get hurt pia.
Which is one of the other songs in the EP.
Yeah.
Did you simp?
I have simped. But people over the time that we have been working on these songs are making us see that simping is not that bad. Is it? Do you think simping is bad?
I don't think it is. This is why. I think people don't understand what is going on between two people. Only two people in that relationship understand what is going on. That is why sometimes when I see people mad at Will Smith, I don't get it. He's just a man in love. You don't seem to agree. Hey, hapa kuna like you have like a ton of words to address that. Address the nation on that matter.
Do you think there are restraints in relationships? I think there there's need for boundaries.
Yes, there.
Because you can only take one thing for so long, and I believe that I as I'm saying, you know, love is a beautiful thing, and love does things to people. As I'm saying, there's a lot of power in it, because imagine something like Storia Will Smith can happen again, and has happened before, and has happened with a younger person.
So, according to you, when you were simping, what was your extreme? Unajambia, I can only simp
up to this much.
To this point. Yeah, I can't go beyond this.
I don't think we're ever conscious of when we're simping.
Exactly.
It hits you after the whole scenario, and you're like, huyo ni mimi. Ini roho ya nani kujieni. This is not me.
But you know the best thing about it ni nini?
Yeah.
When you're in that situation, you don't think it's simping. When you step out of it, don't realize, okay, it looks different from a different angle.
Yeah. Yeah. And your friends would be like, you were simping. We couldn't tell you. You were simping, you were gone. You know? Yeah.
So the simp song, it's confession that, I did this.
The song is about me telling this woman that I've been chasing you for a while. And whatever it is that I need to do, now the simping, whatever it is that I need to do to get you, tunaifanya. Yeah. Let's go to kaende. You know. Let everyone think, you know, because that second verse, my boys hapa mtanisamehe nimefumble mbaya. Hadi siamini. Nimezama ndani na mwili, you know, like I will
head first,
I'm gone, fam. You know, so it's that perspective of I'm gonna do anything. Leo, we end this story. Are you happy?
If you were to do life differently or to take back the hands of time, would you do any different than you did?
Like will I correct?
Would you still simp? Would you still do the things you did?
I'd be wiser. I'd definitely tread more carefully. Definitely. I'd know when to stop, because clearly that was the problem. You not knowing when to stop, not knowing Hapa, you need to take a break. You guys need to chill because you're moving maybe too fast, you're moving too slow. Like when to stop. I'd know when to stop. I'd be a little bit more wiser, more observant of things. You know, when you're smitten, you let so many things slide because you're like, haizi nifanya hivyo, ananipenda. You know, ananipenda. Unaambiwa by the, you know this STL, this guy is not the one.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, by the way, he cares.
Aki, he cares.
He cares.
Aki, he has done this and that for me.
Mbona bado uko na huyo boy? Aki huyo boy, wewe hujui huyo boy. Mimi ndo najua huyo boy. Mimi ndo niko na yeye. You know. And then sooner or later you are out of it and you're asking your friends, why didn't you guys stop me? We did. So many times.
You can never advise someone who's in love.
Jana mumeongea, mumekalishana chini, mkaambiana, we are leaving. We are not doing this. We are not settling for less. Kesho asubuhi, guys, nimeenda kumpikia lunch.
Hey, unajipata tu umejipeleka mbio.
Wewe dogo.
Hata kuna mtu anakuonyesha njia.
Hadi unakaa hapo hata hajatuma fare. Umeenda na fare yako.
Wow, the entire EP is really awesome and it's personal to you.
It is.
But how was the recording process?
I think we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun making this music because we worked on this music with a very good friend of mine, Modest Chabari.
Okay.
Modest is a top-tier producer. Masikio zake, he has the ears, he has it. The it. See the it that people are looking for? He has it. So it was really fun working with him because I have worked with him before.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
yeah.
interesting.
Sometime last year while I was working on my album. So we worked on it with him and we worked on a track with him.
Okay.
Yeah. We met over social and we were like, yeah, we should do something together. So nini akafanya mambo yake akanitumia track. Took some time, worked on it. Then over time, pole pole, we just started working on more projects. We are writing a lot together. So you see that chemistry and understanding each other's sound made the whole EP easier to tackle. Because imagine if I was recording with a whole new producer, someone who I have no experience with.
Yeah.
I don't know how this guy is off the clock. You know, that makes it even harder for me to know, neza mwambia this, and I cannot tell him this. This is how you talk to him here. This is how, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think the fact that we understand each other at also a personal level makes it easier to work through the songs.
Okay. Was there a song that you feel that maybe was not part of the EP that you felt, man, this one should have been part of the EP?
But I think, okay, there is a song, but if I would have added it, it would have changed trajectory of EP. But there is a song. But if I added it, it change perspective of the whole EP.
Because it's the whole journey of love.
Yeah, there's a whole journey of love. And now if I added it, it would have the story ya mapenzi pia, which is, it's gonna come out, but as a single.
Okay.
It has to stand on its own. So
was that your call or the producer's call not for it to be part of the EP?
I think it was mine. Yeah, it was mine.
It was
because
yours.
I sent him the song. He liked it. He really, really liked it. But I think at some point we both agreed, like, this song is not supposed to be here. It's a dope song. No lie. The emotions are extreme because I also wrote it at that same period. You see? So, yeah.
Wow. Where can people get your EP?
It's available on all streaming platforms. Just look for Ochiko, Wadhera. So, yeah.
Wadhera.
Wadhera.
Finally, I got to say it correctly.
Yes.
Wadhera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwa streaming platforms zote.
Streaming platforms. Yeah. The links are on my bio, on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Now, getting into, here you are, you're putting out your piece of work, this EP, and you're looking to, get it into the music scene.
Yeah.
How, in your perspective, is the music scene so far?
In Kenya right now?
Yeah. As an artist
As an
looking
artist.
inside, yeah.
Guys are working. Kenyans are overworking. Hey, I think I have a list of artists, just a few months. You're going to see a very big rapid change because On the events, guys are working, and guys are no longer doing events from a perspective of tutafute promoter, tutafute outside party. Guys are being resourceful on their own. Mimi ni designer, I will brand. Mimi ni, mimi ni marketer, I'll push. Guys are coming together.
Yeah.
I'll curate, I will play. Guys are coming together to make that, to give out the product. Because there are not as many people who are easy to receive new artists or artists who are not yet mainstream. Because I think that's where the conflict is. So right now, artists are overworking. I know so many people who are working on albums and on projects which are gonna blow your mind.
That one I know for sure, because tuko na so many awesome artists. There's something we were talking about before we got on air.
Yeah.
About giving Kenyan music
A name
to it. What is your viewpoint on it?
I think the fact that other countries or other regions have names, it's easier to narrow down. Because when you listen to a Nigerian artist, hata kama beat amefanya is country and is western, you're still gonna call it Afropop.
Afrobeats.
Yeah. Because say there's a guy, Johnny Drill. His music is African but has a lot of country and west feel, but we still call it Afro. There are guys there are bongo artists who are doing tracks on Afro beats, but we still call them bongo
flavor. Yeah.
What is with the Kenyan? I know Kenyans, we do everything, but what do we call it?
What would you suggest we call our music? Tunaweza ita genge kapuka.
Why
I don't know.
Because I think that's where the conflict is. Because I think Kenya from a very early age was very adventurous to spread their wings. Guys were never held back by a certain type of sound. Because look, there's gengeton, and maybe gengeton evolved from kapuka. But when there was that kapuka scene, there was a zilizopendwa scene before kapuka. The kapuka scene came from a hip hop and that
mashup,
that mashup side of very rap, very wordplay, But there was a zilizopendwa scene, and from the zilizopendwa scene, Costorians had tarab.
Yeah.
Kenyans have had there's benga, there's mugithi, there is Kenyans do the most. But now, what is the name of that? Because over time, Kenyans evolve. That is one thing for sure.
Yeah.
Kenyans evolve. So I think over time, maybe at some point, someone will figure out a name which Kenyans will receive wholesomely and run with it.
I hope we get to see that day soon. If it ever happens. If not, pia tusonge na tuendelee na maisha.
Yeah.
What is the best thing for you as an artist? Being an artist. Yeah.
Seeing that reaction when someone cannot control their emotions because they have listened to music which speaks to them so deeply, they're having a surge of emotions. That point, I know I freeze and I do not know how to react, I don't know how to help, but it is priceless.
Should I freeze kwa stage?
On stage? I think I once performed somewhere, and I don't think they knew me, but niliingia, and the first time they heard the voice, guys went crazy. I was like, okay, what do guys do when there's such a situation? Because I just sang one word, Kai, one word, and guys went crazy.
Do you remember that word? What did you sing? Do you remember?
It was a song called Jambi. Natamani, and I had a band. That Natamani, I don't know how it hit people, but people went crazy, and I was so full of so much life. There was an adrenaline level that I had not gotten to. It was a beautiful moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
The flip side of it, what is the worst thing about being an artist?
Worst thing about being an artist, I think the pressure and the fact that people don't understand. When we are starting off, people are submissive. When a doctor is in school, when a student is in school studying medicine, no one is submissive. Because they know this is eventually going to reap some But it's gonna take 6 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but guys are still like, man, Mama John, what is your son doing? My son is doing medicine. My son is doing engineering. Mama John, what is your son doing? Ameingia kwa usanii. You know,
Yeah.
because that's the problem, because the fact that we cannot see it as a viable means makes it very hard. Makes it very hard for people who are even in the business to see the same perspective. Because you know, the moment a normal consumer can see that perspective that I can buy this, the seller also sees other ways of selling it too.
Yeah.
Huwezi ishi bila skari. Hata kama uko na diabetes, kuna mtu karibu na wewe anatumia skari. You know, and it will still have to be bought.
Now, no matter the packaging of sugar, people will still buy it.
People will still buy it.
Yeah.
Sahi, there's sugar of all types. You know, like people will find a way of packaging it in a way that you will still buy it. But do we know how to package music in a way that people will constantly buy it? Do we know where the market is? Because I feel like there's, at all periods and all times, there's an audience for everyone.
Yeah, very true, yeah.
But do we know where to take it? Who do we take it to? Who is our distributor? When Sikok always has distributors. Who is our distributor? And who is this person that really knows where to take this music at this point? I know we have distributors who are doing really well, but do all these musicians have these resources, or do all these musicians have do they know that there is distribution? Do they know that you publish music so that it gets to this audience, or it gets to your audience? Because sometimes the music is good. Shida tu ni why you're playing it.
Wow. That answers a very important question, which maybe we might not have the correct answer to. It raises a very important question, rather, as to what needs to happen in the music industry, but we may not necessarily have the correct answer to it. Yeah.
Policies need to be made, and policies that will feed the artistry, because I think the artist needs to work.
Yeah.
For him to be fed. But there has to be at least some ground where the artist can plow na upande seed zake. If that ground is not there, is kidogo hard to navigate. Yeah.
Okay. There's one important thing I need you to respond to, in the sense that we learn through making mistakes.
Yes, we do.
You got one of your biggest heartbreaks in your career, which we spoke about that. But also, what do you feel is or was your biggest mistake that maybe someone doing music right now
should not
do it?
Okay. There are places where you will go and people record everything. Because that place is solely for creating. Let me tell you, the first time I got into such a space, I was so excited because of who I was in the room with.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys are going to experience how good a writer I am. You know? And you get excited and you guys create. And in that moment, it's fun. You know? But at the end of the day, to this guy, his money, he's gonna sing. That simple melody you did is gonna be the melody every other Kenyan will remember. And you do not know that melody is the resource. If that melody was not there, maybe that song ain't get hit. You know?
Yeah.
So let's not be too excited when we get into big spaces. When you get into a big space, please know that you are worth it, that you deserve to be there, and you have put in the work to be there. Because now when I got into such a space, I was excited. I was like, I say, you guys are in the studio with this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, guys are like, silengo muliko naimba ndio he.
And you can't say nothing.
And you can't say anything because your name is not attached to it at any point. But these guys understand, these guys are gonna copyright, and there's that whole side of IP where they will say you did not claim. And the fact that you did not claim and it's now copywritten,
you can't do anything
about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, now, this is just random questions I'm going to be asking you. Are you single?
No, I'm not. I am not.
Have you ever cheated?
I have.
Why?
Why? Adrenaline, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think I have a solid reason. If I had a solid reason, that would be something else, but I don't. I think I just saw someone who I thought was attractive and predator akaendea prey.
Do you feel bad about it?
I wouldn't do it again if that's what you're asking.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Wow, interesting.
Because it hurt the other person, the person I was with. Because clearly when it happened, after it happened and it came out, because it eventually always comes out.
Yeah, it does. It has a way of coming out. Yeah.
This person aliniambia, you actually do not respect me. If you did, what did you go for that I did not have? That is how they felt. They felt like they were doing something which was not right, or they were not doing enough, of which they were. You see? So I wouldn't want to put someone in a position where they have to question if they're doing enough, if they are enough, if they are good enough, if they are pretty enough, So yeah, I wouldn't want to put someone in such a position again.
Okay. What is the most, what is something crazy that you do that people don't know that maybe you like to do?
Something that I do that people do not think I like to do. I don't know. Is it crazy? I'm a mad workaholic. Crazy.
This is like when you go to interviews and you're asked, what's that tricky question?
What's that tricky? I don't know how to answer that right now because now I can't think of anything at the top of my head. But
as you're thinking of that, you mentioned that I feel like we have to talk about it before we wrap up this interview.
Okay.
You talked about why now your father is one of your biggest fans and you're also working with him.
Yeah.
How is that?
My father is a beautiful composer. Akikushikia guitar, there are things he plays that guitarists of today we do not play. That's the most priceless thing I think I have when it's music with him. The things he says, ni rahisi bede, he will touch such a very simple chord, but the way he does it, that shows you this is a different age. You see? So it gives me perspective on so much. And my dad played with very many people who are big at some point, because my dad played with people like Marijan Rajab of TZ, Franco, played with the Kabaseke family,
Wow.
the Kasangas.
Wow, interesting.
He did his rounds. So right now when we sit down with him and I tell him something has happened, he's like, boy, you have no idea. It gets better and at times it gets worse. So being in a position where I can borrow and learn from him, because now the mistakes he made, he tells me about them. The things he did, he wishes he never could have done.
Yeah.
And now he tells me, and now anytime I see it, I remember. Yeah.
Okay. How does the future look like for you?
It's bright. It's exploding. There's a lot of music which is coming, which means the lives of the people around me and myself are going to change for the better. Because the people who are around me get to benefit from what we are doing together as a collective. So best believe, as the consumer who is listening, you're going for therapy, that's one. With this music, we are going to get healing. Tunapona.
Yeah.
Number 2, mad vibes. We are going to dance, we're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to make memories of this music. And to everyone who I am working with right now, we are getting that bag.
Okay, awesome. I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Where can people get you? Where can people connect with you?
Instagram is Ochiko. Facebook is Ochiko. Twitter is Ochiko. YouTube is Ochiko. So yeah, Ochiko. That's it.
All right, so I want us to wrap this interview in style. Kwa sababu I have a feeling that you are the very, very next big thing.
Yeah.
So, nitaingilia mahali. My singing is not that good, but
Let's hear it.
I will try. Kuna better singers in this room. I might just embarrass myself, but
For today, you are there,
So, you will cover me.
I'll cover you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, how do we go about this?
Jijue, jitambue, wewe ni wa maana sana. The very next big thing, the very next big thing. Jijue, wasikushushe, wewe ni wa maana sana. The very next big thing, the very next big thing.
Can you do that again? Can you do that again?
One more time.
One more time.
Jijue, jitambue, wewe ni wa maana sana. The very next big thing, the very next big thing. Jijue, wasikushushe, wewe ni wa maana sana. The very next big thing, the very next big thing. Yo.
And that is what I wish for you. May you be the very next
big thing.
Big thing. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Wish you the very best.
I also wish you the best. I love what you're doing. Thank you for having me. This has been amazing. I have so much love for you.
I have so much love for you too.
This is
Yeah, tupatane in the next level, sindio?
next level.
Tukipatu.
Shake my hand.
Man like Ochiko right there. Thank you so much for coming through and making this super duper amazing. And also a big thank you to the entire production team, because Manze, we can't do this without the team. The team makes the dream come true. Yeah. So thank you also to Kamunge Original Studio for the amazing set, the producer, the director, the camera persons, kila mtu yani na walombo top. Yeah, yani finally nimetumia hiyo shembe teng. Finally it has come through. Yes, also let us know who you want us to have on the spot. We'd love to host as many people as we possibly can. Let us stay in touch on social media at SDL Yamumo. Definitely check him out and his music. His EP is out, so elekea kwa online platforms zote, Spotify, Boomplay, Deezer, DistroKid, hizo zote, YouTube. Kwanza pale YouTube, chezeni na subs, views zote. Yeah, let's make the dream come true. Thank you so much. It's that time to kiss and say goodbye.